Hey everybody, welcome into Farm Cooking with Nan this morning. We are going to be making a cherry cheesecake crescent dessert. And so I've already heated up my two 8-ounce blocks of cream cheese. And I'm going to put into that 1 cup of sugar. And we're going to put a little vanilla. First of all, I'm going to cream this up. I make a lot of cakes because my husband loves them. He's the big cake eater. And you know, it's so weird because for years I could bake a cake and it would set till it wasn't any good. He don't do that anymore. When he retired, he likes that. He likes that a piece of cake with some coffee in the morning. I'm going to put it's probably about a tablespoon of vanilla in there. So we've got two 8-ounce containers of cream cheese. And I softened them up in the microwave on about 45 seconds to a minute. Now, I'm just going to set this over to the side and we're going to carry on with the next step. I've got two, this is a butterflake, and I already threw away both of these are butterflake crescent rolls. And I've sprayed my pan or coated my pan with just a little bit of cooking spray because I don't want it to stick. And I'm going to pull in these little edges. I'm going to push these all together and try to close up all these little edges. I think they sell this. I've never bought any, but I think they sell this crescent dough in like a sheet. I don't know if they even have it in my area, but I've heard people talking about that. So we're going to do that. Now, you know, working with crescents and biscuits are hard for me because I have that little thing about hitting them and getting them open. That's just a little thing with me. Okay, we got it all sealed up. Now, I'm going to put my other one back in the refrigerator to keep it cool until I get ready, because sometimes when they get warm, they don't work so very well. I'm going to take my cream cheese mixture and I'm going to put it right on top of this. Now, if you say, Nan, I don't like cherry, well, then use a different kind of fruit, fruit topping. And if you say, well, I don't like any kind of fruit, then you can just do the Danish. You can make this a Danish if you want to. I'm going to spread this out evenly. This makes a pretty good size little, it's almost like a cake. By the time it gets everything put, it's a pretty good thick, it's a thick layer and we're going to put the cherries over this. Try to make sure everything's even, that it's not thicker in the middle than it is around the sides. I think that's pretty good. My hands have been washed, believe me. I don't know how I have some skin on them sometimes. I use so much bleachy water. Put that back in the bowl. And wipe off my dirty finger here. Then I'm going to take this is a 21-ounce can of cherry pie filling. And I'm going to stir that up a little bit because sometimes it blobs out all the filling and none of the cherries. We love cherry. Now, apple would be great in this, or blueberry. This would be great for breakfast. This is good for just a dessert. That's what we're using, is just a dessert. And I am, but my husband will have some of this. My mouth is watering. He'll have this with a piece of, he'll have this with a cup of coffee. His eating habits have changed since he retired, and he gets up in the morning, and he was raised on Pop-Tarts. I would fix gravy and biscuits, and he would sit there and he would eat some, and I'd say, honey, don't you like it? He'd say, finally one day he looked at me. We hadn't been married but a few weeks. He looked at me, he said, honey, I wasn't raised on biscuits and gravy for breakfast. He said, I was raised on Pop-Tarts. I said, oh Lord. So he likes those chocolate Pop-Tarts. So I don't try to change things. If that's what he wants, that's what he gets. And then he'll wait a couple of hours. He'll eat that early, about 6 something in the morning. And then in a couple of hours, he's up with a cup of coffee and having him some dessert. Okay, next, we're going to get that crescent roll back out of there. You know me and the crescent rolls. I'm not good at this. Lord Jesus, help me. That butter flake, you can see where it's sort of come right through the boy, that looks like it's about to flop apart. I hope I can get this all out of there. That's why you don't see me do this very much, is because I don't like to handle this stuff, because I feel like it comes apart, and that's not too bad. We'll start on this end, and I'm gonna go ahead and press this out a little bit while it's out here, and then push it together. That way I just pick it up. Can you see what I'm doing? That way I just pick it up and put it right on my dessert. Today Papa is out on the farm. He's got the fertilizer spreader, putting out fertilizer today. Because if I put it on there and then tried to squeeze it, I would be making the filling go out to the sides. So that's why I'm doing it here, patting it and putting it together so that I can just pull it up. And it doesn't stick. You can see that right there. It doesn't stick. I'm going to just pull this together in the center. Pull it over to the sides. There'll be a little something there, but I'll just pinch it together where it's coming apart. And pull it over a little bit more to make sure our filling and stuff is all covered. But you know what? If it oozes up through that, that just makes it better for me. I like the oozing of everything. Okay, now I'm going to grab some warm butter. Okay, I've melted 2 tablespoons of butter, and I'm just going to barely put a little bit of that on the top. We want it nice and golden brown. Nice and golden brown. At this point, just say you're doing an apple one. Just say you're doing an apple using the apple pie filling, I'm going to sprinkle some sugar on this. Just a tad on the top. You know? It's already cooling down my butter really good because that crescent roll was real cool. Just going to sort of push those together where it's hard to pinch. Now, I'm going to sprinkle just a little bit of sugar, but if you're doing an apple one, mix you a little cinnamon, nutmeg, or something like that in there. Cinnamon, little apple pie spice. I've got my oven heated to 350 degrees. We'll probably bake it. We'll start really about to bring it out when it's golden brown, about 30 minutes, okay? So my oven is ready. And I'm going to pop it right in there. We'll be back when it's up, when it's finished. I've had this in the oven for I've had it in 45 minutes. Nice and golden brown. And we are going to let this completely cool and let all the cheesecake settle in its place before we cut a nice big old piece. That's going to be good. We've got our cream cheese cherry crescent roll dish here done. I've let it cool to the touch. I'm going to loosen it up a little bit because that cherry will sort of stick to the side. Then I'm going to cut me a piece. I could have used a knife and probably done better, but you know Nan. You know me. Lord, help me to get that out of there good. Looky there. Looky there. Let me grab my little cloth and wipe that. Young'uns. That's going to be delicious. Absolutely delicious. Look at that. That cream cheese. I'm going to tell you. I've been thinking about this for a month, and I've had it on my list of stuff to make. If you don't make this, you're missing out. It's that good. Let me grab one little thing here. One little thing here. It don't need this, but it don't need this, but I'm going to put some on there. Get one more bite. That's picture worthy, that little cherry on there. I had to get a quick little picture. With a little bit of that. It's so good. Please make you some. You won't regret it. This will be great for breakfast. This will be great for just a dessert. And my husband always tries to pop it in the microwave just on a few seconds, maybe 10 or 15 seconds, 20 at the most, and warm up whatever that I usually, because I'll put that in the refrigerator. It's got cream cheese in it. And I always like to be safe if it's got any milk products or anything like that and keep it in the refrigerator. So I want to read something to y'all real quick. And it says, this is if you're having marital problems. Let all bitterness and wrath and anger and clamor and evil speaking be put away from you with all malice. And be ye kind one to another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, even as God, for Christ's sake, hath forgiven you. And that's Ephesians 4:31 and 32. That is so good. I have to put, when you've got one finger pointing at you, you've got 5 pointing back at me. We all have to do that. It's easy to get our feelings hurt. Even if it's not marital things going on, it's easy to get our feelings hurt with our brothers and sisters, our children, our grandchildren, our friends, our people at church. It's so easy to be offended. And I ran into that this week. I had a lady send me she sent me a message telling me I needed to change that curtain under my sink. And you know what? She probably didn't mean nothing by it, but she might have. I keep thinking she probably did, but it doesn't matter. But what I'm going to say is it's easy to hurt people's feelings and you don't realize you've done it. And so we've got to be slow to anger and quick to ask for forgiveness of one another. That's what Christ wants us to do. Well, I'm going to go. I just hope y'all enjoy this video. I pray that you make you some, because this is so simple. It's like falling off of a log. Anybody can make this, and you will not regret it. It's really, really good. So I will see y'all next time, Lord willing. And I love you, and I want you to know how much the Lord loves you. Okay? Don't ever forget that. See you next time.